Dang. Like a boss. Oh, baby. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Gosh. Oh my gosh.
Did you hear that? Jack, we have to go back for Pa.
Let's go!
What the heck? Those freaking grubby little agents, man. Oh my god, man. Gosh.
Oh, bury me not on the lone prairie where the coyotes wail and the wind blows free. And when I die, don't bury me 'neath the western sky on the lone prairie.
Wow. Into the sunset. Ooh, alright, what do I do next, guys? I guess I expected to see the credits right then, you know what I mean? And, oh, didn't see them. My emotions are going crazy right now, man. Like, I don't even know what to say right now, dude. I don't see any letters on the map. What is this? Just a side quest. Eva in peril. What is my? Do I need to go back to Blackwater? Is it time for me to kill the agents? Man, I can't believe that just happened, dude. American lobbyist. That's that side quest that we started. I don't know where I'm supposed to go next, guys. I'm assuming, what's this? Lights, camera, action. That's a side quest. My thought is that I need to go to Blackwater. Or unless this is the new game plus, where you just get to play as the son. But there's not been any credits yet, though. There's always credits before you get the new game plus. I'm gonna go to Blackwater. I don't see any. I mean, I don't see any missions over there, like any letters. But I'm assuming that that's where I gotta go. I don't even know if the agents are still alive. In fact, I think I'm just gonna fast travel there and make things a little bit quicker. See if I can get a campsite started, if it'll let me. I may still be too close to the crib. Nah, I got one. Yeah, guys, I can't wait to get to the credits so I can like talk about truly how I feel about the game. Travel to destination, yes. Travel to waypoint. All right, let's go do this. I don't know if this is the right where I'm supposed to go or not, but like I said, I haven't seen any credits yet, and that's really what's got me stumped, because typically with these games you always see credits and then you're allowed to do like new game plus, if you will, where you can kind of just explore the map and free roam and do whatever you got to do. But I haven't seen any credits yet, so I'm not really sure if there's anything left for me to do or not. Like I said, there's not any letters on the map showing up, so we may be done, but I'm assuming that I'm on some kind of revenge kick right now, you know what I mean? Okay, now I see a white. I see a purple and a white. See, there's the purple. Oh yeah, baby, remember my family. Here we go. Yeah, here we go, guys.
Hello, sir. You work with the government? You one of them agents?
Sure, son. Why you ask?
Did you work with a man named Edgar Ross? I have something for him.
Edgar Ross. No, but well knew of him. A fine man if he wanted results. Won himself a chest full of medals. I think he went and retired about a year ago. Last I heard, him and his wife moved out to a cabin on Lake Don Julio. Lucky guy, getting to take it easy. He's fighting crime in this dump, that's for sure.
Well, thank you for the information, mister.
Oh yeah, find the wife. Lake Don Julio. All right, guys, here we go. Lake Don Julio. Here she is, sitting on the porch.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Hello, young man.
Hi.
What are you doing out here? Are you out visiting the lake with your family?
No, ma'am. I was looking to deliver a letter to Edgar Ross.
That husband of mine. That bureau just won't get its talons out of him, even though he's retired. Edgar gave them some of the best years of his life. They ought to let him retire in peace. They'll not rest till they've killed him with worry, and he's such a sensitive man. I'm sorry, I shouldn't get so angry. I don't suppose any of this is your fault. There's no need to worry about him nowadays.
Well, where is he?
He and his brother Philip went hunting on the south side of the San Luis River. Be careful crossing over. They were saying it was dangerous.
I sure will, ma'am. And don't worry about a thing. I'm sure your husband will be just fine.
I'm gonna kill that Joker, son.
Is there something else I can do for you?
Nope, nothing you can do for me. You can say bye-bye to your hubby, though. Let's see, which one of these is gonna be it? Yep, there it is. Your husband is about to D-I-E. He is about to be G-O-N-E, son. Gone. Kiss the sky, baby. Yeah, I'm trying not to talk too much right now, guys, and I'll tell you why. It's because I really want to tell you guys how I feel about this game. but I want to save it for the credits, which is why I'm not really talking too much, because I'm like a balloon about to pop right now in terms of my emotions and where I want to go with this commentary, but it's not the time nor the place. Wait till the credits.
What brings you out this way?
Hey there, mister. How's the hunting?
Oh, pretty good, son. Got me a few rabbits, coyote, elk. Still looking for some trophies for the parlor.
I've got a letter here for Edgar Ross. You know him? I heard he was down in these parts with his wife.
Of course I know him. He's my brother. Gone down river, duck hunt. Must be a pretty important letter to have come all this way.
Oh, yes, sir. Real important. I'll be on my way home as soon as I deliver this message.
You best be off then. Just don't get on his bad side. He's got a filthy temper.
I don't think he wants to get on my bad side, because I am pretty upset right now. Joker took my dad out. Is he just right down? Yeah, he's right here. Because he said he was right down river. Come on, Hossy. Come and pick me up. Thank you. Oh, no, don't run past me. Is this gonna be him, or is it gonna be somebody else posing as him, sending me somewhere else? Alright, here we go. Is that him?
Excuse me. You Edgar Ross?
Do I know you?
Forgive me for startling you, sir. I have a message for you. My name is Jack Marston. You knew my father.
I see. I remember your father.
I've come for you, Ross.
And you, boy, have sure as shit found me.
You killed my father.
Your father killed himself with the life he lived.
You killed him. I saw you.
You keep saying that.
You sent him to do your dirty work. Then you shot him like a dog.
And I'll shoot you like one too, you little piece of trash. Now get out of here before I kill you as well.
I ain't going nowhere, old man.
Oh, shoot, son. It's time to dance. Oh, it's time to dance, Playboy. I've been waiting for this, baby. Do I need to do the tutorial again? Is there going to be something? Oh, I bet there's going to be something new that I got to learn. Okay, use LT. Alright, let's go. Die, fool! What happened? Oh. What happened? Oh, okay. That was kind of glitched. What happened? What just happened, dude? I guess I shot him. Yeah, I guess I shot him, but it glitched. Are you kidding me? I got the glitched ending. Wow. That's like a once in a lifetime thing, I guess. Got the glitched ending. So I guess what really happened is I just shot him and that was it. Alright. So here we go. We can finally talk. Okay. Let me just start at the beginning, alright? So this is the first I'm pretty sure this is the first Rockstar game I've ever played. I'm thinking that it is. At least one like this, open world. And you guys know that open world games are not typically games that I enjoy to play versus other styles of games, but I do love to play them. So when I started this journey, I had no idea what this game was. I mean, I knew it was a Western, but I didn't even know who the lead character was. I mean, that's how much research I had done on this game. And the only thing I heard from you guys was that it was a phenomenal game and I should play it. So I was completely going into this thing 100% blind as a bat. Right from the beginning, man, when they were on that train sequence, I was hooked because while you were on the train, they initiated conversations that had to do with religion, you know, with political type stuff, you know, I guess where we are in terms of the industry and stuff like that, you know, the industry age starting to kind of peek its head into that Western culture or whatever. So they established all that stuff in that first train ride, and it totally sold me on the world, which was great. And it was kind of cool that they did that during the credits, or the opening credits of the game. And then you get into the game, and I started doing like a lot of side quests, and it was really slow at first. And I think it was partly because of the way I was playing it. You know, I was doing the side quests and stuff like that. But once I got to Mexico, when I got into Mexico and I heard that song, and I don't know the name of the song, guys, I got to go research it. But that song, I don't know what it was about that moment in this game, but that moment was probably one of my top 10 moments in video games ever. Just that one song. Because you go through, you were on that raft, remember? And you were coming down the water, whatever. You had that huge gunfight. It lasted the entire river ride. You had already taken down Fort Mercer. Things were kind of climactic, you know what I mean? And then, boom. It's like the sound effects from the game fade out, and you hear that music, and oh my god, dude, man. From that moment on, it was very hard for me to do side quests. I was totally just like, I want to get to the end of this game and see what happens. And for a while there, things were really heightening themselves up. In terms of my emotions and my mood for the game, they were steadily growing. Like once I got into Mexico, boom, they were steadily growing. And then when I really started to hunt for Escuela and Bill, like, it drug out a bit too long for me. Like, I got to my breaking point where I was like, you know what, if I have to do one more quest where you know, I guess the non-playable characters, they swear that we're gonna actually find Bill this time around, or we're gonna find Escuela, and then you get there and you don't, and it's like, oh, we're gonna find him this time, and they promise you, and you get there and you don't, then they promise you again and you get there and you don't. I was like, if I have to do this one more time, it's gonna start losing me. And luckily the game didn't. The very next quest that I went on, I found Bill. Or was it Escuela? I can't remember which one I found first, but I found one of them. And then the very next mission, I found the other one. So it's like the game knew how far they could push me as a player to start getting to the point where I was like, you know what, this is starting to get a little bit old. And then they gave them to me. And then they let me kill them both at the same time, which was really good, because I was like, you know what, I'm going to end up getting Bill or Escuela, guys. I cannot remember which one I got first. And then I'm going to have to go on another 4 or 5 missions to get the other one. You know what I mean? And it didn't do it. I swear it was almost like it knew my breaking point as a gamer, and then it gave them to me. And it was great. And I think I might have even mentioned that during the commentary. I was like, man, this is starting to get a little bit old. And then they gave them to me. So that was good. Then we got into the part where we were trying to get Dutch. And they did it to me again. Now, this time I wasn't necessarily as happy. I didn't like what happened in between finding Bill and Escuela and then finding Dutch, because it did the same thing, but I was kind of already done with it. You know what I mean? Like, I had went through all those quests and promises, and you would get to the destination and you wouldn't find Bill and you wouldn't find Escuela, and then I was like, cool, they're just gonna let me find Dutch. And they did it again, like 3 or 4 times. You remember that part where we went to the, I guess it was like his hideout or whatever, and he like shot me, but he shot the binoculars or whatever. I was like, God. And then, you know, that sort of thing started getting on my nerves a bit, and it kind of took me out of the element for a second. But then they gave me Dutch, and that was it. And then I was like, okay, that's the end of the game. You know what I mean? I got Dutch. I'm gonna get to go home, you know, whatever. Once I find my wife and my kid, you know, it's gonna be credits. I'm gonna be riding off into the sunset, and the game didn't end. And this is when my emotions really started to change again, because you get home, you meet your wife, you meet your kid, and then you have more missions. And I was like, it's so strange that I would have more missions right now. Like, the game felt over to me, And so I was like, well, maybe this is just, you know, I guess just tying things up. And as soon as I do these little quests with my wife and my kid, you know, there'll be credits. Didn't happen. We did a bunch of, we did all the missions with the wife. We did all those. And there was that kind of little bit of tension building up between Bonnie and John and her. But nothing really big, right? And then we did the old man missions. I forgot what his name was. We did all those, and then we started working with the kid. We were hunting and just doing what I felt like was mundane tasks. And I was getting kind of bored with the game. I was like, this just seems so out of place that I'm just sitting here hunting and stuff with my kid. Like, that's cool and all, but I don't really feel a need to be in this world anymore. I feel like everything has been resolved. You know, and that's just how I felt. And then they attacked the house. All of a sudden, they just attacked the house, dude. Started shooting up everybody, shot the old man, and I'm having to protect my wife and my kid. And then, you know, I send my wife and my kid off, and then I get shot. I get shot. I mean, I get shot a ton of times. And that's when it changed. And I didn't want to say anything during the rest of the game because I didn't want to spoil it. But now I know why they put me back at my house. They let me build up a relationship with my wife and my child. See what I'm saying? As a gamer, if they would have just put me back to the house and then my wife would have came out on the porch like waving, hey honey, or whatever, and then they shot me, it wouldn't have meant the same. If I would have came back home and she's like, hey honey, and you know, I meet my kid for about 5 seconds, and then they come and they storm the place and I have to fend them off, and the game plays out like it did, it wouldn't have been the same because I wouldn't have had enough time to attach myself to those characters. And so the whole time I'm sitting here in my mind going, man, this is kind of getting old. The game was setting me up for another climax. You know, you see what I'm saying? And I think that lull period was doing two things. It was getting me connected to my family, but it was kind of getting me outside of the whole like shoot everybody. Because the whole game I've just been doing missions and shooting people and missions and shoot people. You know what I mean? And then when you get here to these missions, you're not. You're hunting and you're building up a relationship with your child and all that kind of stuff. And then I die. And then I didn't know what to think. When I spawned in and I was the kid, like I said, and I think I might have mentioned this some in the commentary, I was like, am I in New Game Plus? Like, I didn't know if I was done with the game or not. I knew that I hadn't seen credits yet, but then again, I hadn't played a Rockstar game, so I was like, maybe this is just how Rockstar Games do it. You know what I mean? They don't have credits. They just do like New Game Plus. Maybe there's something I got to go into and some option or something to watch the credits, because you guys know sometimes games will just have credits you can watch at any time, even at the start of the game. And I kind of, again, I felt a little bit out of place, uncomfortable, which is probably how the kid felt. And I really started to connect with the game at that point. So I know that I was probably a bit negative in certain parts of the commentary there near the end, but it was because the game was toying with my emotions in a good way, in a very good way. And it was totally setting me up for the next thing. And once I finally realized that, okay, I'm the boy, I'm going to get revenge on Ross, it started making sense. Because had my dad, right, had I not been able to build that relationship with my son, it wouldn't have felt as cool getting revenge. See what I'm saying? And that's why we went hunting, I guess, so I would know how to use a gun. See what I'm saying? That way, when I just show up as the kid at the end of the game, I'm not just there for no reason, and you know, I can suddenly use guns and, you know, shoot people and all that kind of stuff. It makes sense because my dad in the game trained me how to do it. You know what I'm saying? So, God, man, this game was really good, guys, really good. And I teared up when Daddy got shot. Oh man, that was a sad moment for me right there, dude. But this game was fantastic, guys. You know that I really don't like to put numbers on games, but this is going to be one of my all-time favorite games for the long haul. You know, it's definitely going to make one of my top lists. I don't know if it's top favorite game, top favorite open world game, whatever you want to call it, but it's up there in a list. And I really do appreciate you guys telling me to play it, because I don't regret playing it. It was very, very good, guys. And I wish I could have done more side quests for you guys during the run, but like I said, I mean, once I got to Mexico, once I heard that soundtrack, I could not stop playing the story. And it wasn't because I was ready to get to the end of the game, because I was like, man, this game is horrible. I was ready to get to the end of the game in a good way. I wanted to see how it ended. You know what I mean? And the fact that they let me skip an entire generation, basically, like I was playing as John Marston, and then boom, now I'm playing as the kid. That's epic, man. And I get my revenge. It's just so good, man. So all those times in the, all those times in the commentary where I was negative about the game, or being like, man, I don't know why I'm doing this, the game knew why I was doing it, and I couldn't see it. You know what I mean? And I don't know, it just turned out really good, guys. So I really do hope you guys enjoyed the run. Obviously this is the last episode, so hopefully you guys have answered all your questions for the contest. Remember, we were doing the contest to where you had to see if you could answer all the questions in front. You know how I have the questions that show up at the beginning of every episode. Hopefully you guys are turning in your results. Remember, just email me at squareonegames@gmail.com, and you've got 7 days from the time that you're watching these credits on the day that it was posted. Oh, I'm getting shot. I'm dead. And you guys can enter that contest. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next personal play. You guys be good.